I'll give her some of the melach nemis Mincha Maariv Services and I'm on a flight missing Berachata.
Amen. I can shut night up and then say after that get the shot from the shot comes together for the colors as of your mark.
In relation to other contract was the name of her Alpha Senior and launching up God of the college Maraba.
Amen.
Going to be premature.
Amen.
Always one Gary Ramen.
Amen. Yeshmi, Amen. Baraki Adam, Amen.
Sabbath verbs are not to service of the selection.
Amen. Amen.
Scholars of the Scholars and we circle in the Shmai Ramen.
Amen.
Gates and Ravish Meva Kaim to the Liver, please Rabbi Ramen.
Amen.
Question rock, please Rabbi Ramen.
Lena de Shemem. Shleya Sanagi Gai, God of the Please, my is that. Vida is made of Peres Pusera, happy. Lecha de Lily. You want to show you. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Never heard in all over colors, but in the Nefadish, my outside.
גדל והתקדש שמר רבה,
Amen.
והמדי ורח חילותי בהמליך מלכותי בעצמה פתקנה ויקרא משיחי,
Amen.
וחייכון ובמכון חי לכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ויתרו אמן.
Amen. Yeshmi, Amen. Baraki Adam,
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמד וקודשה בריחו.
Amen.
ולמין כל ברכתה ושירתה וקצתה בנחמתה דמלה בעלמה ויתרו אמן.
Amen.
יש אמר רב אמין שמהיה בחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל דיברו אמן.
Amen.
עושה שלום בברמה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל דיברו אמן.
Amen. I'll see you. Shaya de Shaya Kisava, Bani as Bani Asisi, Bani Aso, Shaya Spolecha, Kilos become Bishop Lashaka, Mishwan Kam, then a parish with the Poetin, after the coming to sheets before my year with the Mach, she was on Ara, I might live from maybe, I came on Shalaga. יצא הקדוש ברוך הוא זכי שפיצה על פי רב חיר ולהם תאר משנה ועלי רבות מעצית גוי להגדל צעירה ויעדי
יתגדל והתקדש שמי רבה
אמן
ולמדי ורח חילותי בהמליך מלכותי בעצמה פולקנה ויקרא משיחי
אמן
וחייכון ובמכון חי לכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב וידברו אמן
אמן ישמעי רבנו ברוך אלוהים וישראל
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויצדל ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי וקודשה בריחו
אמן
כל ברכתה ושלטה וקטה דבנמתה דמלם ועלמה וידברו אמן
אמן
על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיון ועל כל תלמידי תלמידיון ועל כל מלדי אחים וראיתה די ואתר עדי ודי וכל אתר והתר יחל לכון כל שלם הרב אחינה וחיזדה ברחמים צמוד מונה ובינה פורקן אמין קדם אבוכום וישמעיה בימרו אמן
אמן
למה רב אמין שמהיה וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל דיברו אמן
אמן
הוא עושה שלום במרומה הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל דיברו אמן
אמן ישכה Today in Jewish history, quickly, it's fine. Today in Jewish history, today is the anniversary of the founding of Mount Sinai Hospital, the first Jewish hospital in New York in 1852. I think it was originally called Jew Hospital, with 8 beds open. I once looked at the whole wiki on it, and eventually it became incorporated as Mount Sinai Hospital. And the reason why it was originally because the other hospitals were saying they're not going to take care of Jewish patients, and that's why they were forced to open a hospital, which was officially open to everybody. So, interesting, Mount Sinai Hospital over here became the prototype for fundraising. If you look at Mount Sinai, today look at other hospitals and see plaques everywhere. You look at the walls, and there's the Bloom Pavilion, there's the Brown Pavilion, there's the Schwartz Pavilion, and right. The original hospitals will start doing that. was Mount Sinai Hospital over here. Mount Sinai Hospital in Miami were the first one to do it. They dedicate everything, every tile, every bathroom. That's where it took us on. That's where we learned from them to have dedication for the bathrooms. There's a book. There's a book on the fundraising of Mount Sinai Hospital. Huh? You were Mount Sinai. Yeah. Yesterday, last night, after that, I went to a shiva, and I met someone there who identifies Reform, whatever, and he told me, "Rabbi, where are you from?" So I said, "I'm from New York, born in Mount Sinai Hospital." I don't know why I said that. I never usually say that. He said, "Me too." He was on Mount Sinai Hospital. I mean, not Maimonides, sorry. Maimonides is under major scrutiny now because so many people passed away or were killed there, whatever, I don't know when you say it, during COVID, and so much craziness that happened at Maimonides, and the community finally made a big storm, a big to-do about what's going on over there. The care was not the way it should be, and it's under major scrutiny now. But hopefully they're getting their act together. Tonight is also the anniversary of the first printing of the Chavis Halvavos. In 1559, Chavis Halvavos was printed. Tonight, imagine people learn Sfarim, and Sfarim are being learned for literally hundreds of years. What is that? Chavis Halvavos is it's a book on Musar, I guess. Original Musar book. That's what's so funny. Tell us, give us a little more background on Chavis Halvavos.
If it's Musar, then the Rebbe supported it.
No, I who said anything about not supporting?
Every time someone says Musar, Rebbe looks at me.
You're laughing. I don't know. I went halacha and then with the Ma'ariv. So the mitzvah we're about to learn is the mitzvah of Navi Sheker, about a false prophet. Our prophets have to be real. They can't be false. Or we get the not the FCC, the FAA? FT? FCC. FCC? No, FCC is for radio waves. SEC. SEC. Or the SEC, if we have false prophet, the SEC comes after us. Inside trading. We have some inside tips over here, by the way. Not for the camera. In any case, there's 4 mitzvahs that have to do with Navi Sheker, with false prophets. But just as a preview, sometimes you have the mitzvah of false prophet, which we'll learn more about tomorrow. But sometimes you have people who are afraid to be a Navi because they're afraid people are going to accuse them of being a Navi Sheker. For example, one of the most famous ones the ones that talk about profit, the ones that give us the most profit, which is the Aliyah, which sells to the highest profit a year. After Yaina goes, Yaina was a prophet. We know the story that we read on Yom Kippur, by Mincha Yom Kippur, is a story he was told to give Musar to the people of Nineveh, right? Yeah? He was going to reveal in Nineveh to tell them to do Teshuvah. And he didn't want to go, right? He ran away. He didn't want to go. Why did he not want to go?
Nobody likes getting it.
Nobody wants giving it. Well, right? And no one likes giving. Because no one likes getting it, no one likes giving it. But for another reason also. Because he was accused of being a Navi Sheker. He was a Navi before. He was given the mission of being a Navi before. Tell the people in Yerushalayim to do tshuva. And he came there and he told them, if you're not going to do tshuva, he told them, the city is going to, whatever he said is going to happen, whatever the nuva was, going to destroy, whatever it was. They did tshuva, and it wasn't destroyed. So some people said he was a false Navi because he said, of course it wasn't destroyed because they did tshuva. But still, there were people who said, you see, it wasn't destroyed. Aha, I told you so, whatever, right? So they accused him of being a Navi Sheker, of a false Navi, false prophet. And therefore, Yaina did not want to go on this new mission. I don't want to go. They're gonna make fun of me and tell me I'm a false Navi again. And so And so we can learn here that the strictness of what happens to a false prophet, but just say understanding why not everyone that's accused of being a false prophet is a false prophet. And we'll learn more about that. What does render someone being a false prophet? I know. Page 118 minus.
I think they confuse prophet with messenger. Messenger might bring something once. Prophet is constant.
Yeah, but there could be a prophet that does one prophecy. His mission is he's given a mission to give a certain prophecy, and like Yonah, he might not want to do it, and you might want to run away. But you learn quickly that from Hashem you could run, but you can't hide, right? But there is the message. Sometimes it's an ongoing message. Sometimes it's just one-time message. You just do his job one time. That's it. You go back to work, or go back to whatever. Right, page 118. Huh? There's 4 mitzvahs connected to an Avishekha. We're going to learn about it tomorrow. We'll learn what those 4 mitzvahs are tomorrow. Just giving a prerequisite, whatever. Whatever. 118, page 118. Who wants to know Meir? Show that there was a unanimous vote. Why do what happened?
Adonai Shem Afinim, Dino Adonai Shem Afinim, Dino Adonai Shem Afinim, Empreno, Iskadal, Shmira,
Amen. 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 Shmira, Mubarak,
Shmira, Mubarak, Mumel, Maya, Israel, Vishava, Israel, Israel, Misnas, Visala, Schmidt, Shabri,
Amen.
Pasa, Vishnas, Pushkas, Minakmasa, Tabir, Oma, Vimrame,
Amen.
Nayam, Maariv, maybe I don't know, maybe I want to express my barakata, Adonai, Maariv. Came pain of a man of a Megan Mala, I was for the social medal and barakata, Adonai. Adonai, Hanan. מלכוס הרצון קיבל עליהם משה בני ישראל לחודש בשמחה רבה ובחולו. מלכוס ויום מנחה וקים לפני משעה זה הביאנו ואמרו. ונאמר כי פדה נס יעקב וגולם מיד חזק ממנו ברכתו אדוני גאל ישראל. יובינו לחיים טובים שלום יתר אדרם כשמינו מסלינו אותו ברכתו אדוני שומר סם ישראל ורעב יזכר שמי רבו סיריאם נכמלכו סיריאם עצמת נותנים בכל ושיתרים חייכם מיכנו וחיידו חוב ישראל בגלל בזמן חריב אמרו אמן שמי רב מברך ולמוני עמה יספרק ושבח יספרק וישראל מן ביסנסי בישראל ושמי תקושו בריחו אלו מן חבר חוסו וישרוסו תשכחו בנכם עשו אדם ים בעמה ואמרו אמן Iskala shmira ba.
Amen.
Zman kari bimro amen.
Amen. Shmira b'mevarach. Alam Yisrael.
Shmira b'mevarach. Milma Yisrael. Krishtabach Yisrael Yisrael Misasi. Visada Shmita Kucha Bericho.
Amen.
Enemy Kobra Chas Vishras at Shpachas V'Nachamaso. Milma bimro amen.
Amen.
Tishka was on the Chab Yisrael. Kata B'Mishmai bimro amen.
Amen.
Shemara B'Mishmai. Chaim Tevim Malina B'Chai Yisrael bimro amen.
Amen.
It's a Shalom bimro. Yes, a Shalom Malina B'Chai Yisrael bimro amen.
Amen.
ונאמר והיד למלכרת ויד אחד ושמי אחד.
גדל והתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
ועמדי ורחי יוצא בהמליך מלכותה בעצמה פורקנה ויקרא משיחי.
Amen.
וחייכון ובמחול חי לכל בית ישראל והגלה וזמן קריב וברו אמן.
Amen. Shmira b'mevarach.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי וקודשה בריחו.
Amen.
ואינם כל ברכתה ושירתה ושבחתה בנמתה בינם בעלמה וברו אמן.
Amen.
יש למר רבה מי שמיה וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל דיברו אמן.
Amen.
עושה שלום במרומה הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל דיברו אמן.
Amen.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
עמדי ורחי יוצא בהמליך מלכותה בעצמה פורקנה ויקרא משיחי.
Amen.
וחייכון ובמחול חי לכל בית ישראל והגלה וזמן קריב ואמרו אמן.
Amen. Shmira b'mevarach. Alam Yisrael.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי וקודשה בריחו.
Amen.
גם עם כל ברכתה ושירתה ושבחתה ונמתה דמנה ועלמה דיברו אמן.
Amen.
על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיון ועל כל תלמידיון ועל כל מנדי עסקים ואיתה די ועתה לדיבדים וכל עתה ועתה יחל לכל שלום רש כלומר רבה חינה וחיזה ורחמים וחיים עניתים ותמונה ובינו חולקן אמין קדם המקום וישמעיה דיברו אמן.
Amen.
כלומר רבה משמעיה וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל דיברו אמן.
Amen.
עושה שלום במרומה הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל דיברו אמן.
Amen. Yasha, Kaya, everybody. We're gonna have a little farbrengen in honor of the Alter Rebbe's yard site. Should have a big farbrengen, but people have a little one. Alter Rebbe come out to have a little farbrengen, whoever wants. Whoever knows anybody that wants to dedicate any tefillins, what are we calling it? Tefillin station, tefillinstation.com. The tefillin station. We're gonna have these tefillin stations coming up at all the local stores. We're gonna have a tefillin station with tefillin there and instructions. Anybody wants to have a part in the mitzvah, let us know. Coming up.